Hey guys, Banana Luck here. Welcome back to another Virtual Realms video. This video is kind of late, but we just want to talk about the ancient banner that's about to hit the servers in an hour's time and discuss whether you should summon on it. So this is obviously the hollow banner. That's the hollow skin that's going on at the moment. I personally won't be buying. Neither am I gonna summon hard for the Eona skin. Um, just a pretty high level commitment just to get a skin for a hero that we never ever use anyways. So enough of that, let's take a look at the heroes that we have for this weekend's banner. So first of all, we have Helga and Nyx. Really nothing much to talk about. The people who want to be summoning on this banner are people who don't have a hollow. That's probably one of the only reasons why you want to pop your summons on this. With the update coming in soon, probably better off to save for the newer heroes. Only people I can foresee going hard on this are people who are looking for A5 Nyx and they are whale, so they don't mind summoning on this banners. But Nyx is such a common legendary, so I don't believe that any of the whales will have an issue of not having high A5. The other one is Helga. A5, reducing the attack interval, which could mean that she could potentially solo the shields on the Styx Codex, which means that you have one more slot in for another unit instead. So yeah, that's these two units honestly are awful banner. I will only summon just to get hollow if you don't even have a single copy yet. But let's talk about the more interesting one, Ghan and Sargak. So Ghan is actually the better of the two chaotic lords because of just his lot bonus alone. So this is standard, but the extra lot bonus that legendary lords get, he basically gets a 20% attack and defense bonus when HP is below 30%. If we go on to Valderon, it's very different. When the faction Lord Valderon is deployed, deals damage equal to 50% of current HP to 3 nearest units, excluding elite and bosses. This means that he can attack his allies as well, increasing his damage by 30% and reducing damage received by 20. And then Valderon's damage dealt increases further by 5% for each unit he hits and reducing the damage that he receives. It's a very selfish lot skill all in all, and that's why even if you have Valderon, you still want Ghan in your mix because Ghan is going to be a better lot and that's going to allow you to run no defenders. So basically some people run Oleg with Valderon, but if you have Ghan instead, then you can just run Ghan as the lot, which will work a lot better because of that 20% attack bonus that he has going on. And other than that, Ghan is also a great unit in GVG, just for, especially when you climb up to the higher ranks in terms of guilds, you want units that do crazy amounts of damage, and Sargak is one of those units that we're going to talk about right now. 50% defense ignore when he hits targets already inflicted by bleed. There's really not much other chaotic units that can do this, and I've also seen really funky builds where people are using Ajax with Ghan, with a Durza, where the Ajax just melts everything. And also Imred as well. It's a very common unit that's being used. So all in all, Ghan is just a superior lot in the chaotic faction. Gonna be great in Conqueror's Codex as well, where Adea shines really well there, and then you also have Uridin. But that's enough of Ghan. I have him at A1, the extra copy coming from the Ingrid banner, which was unfortunate, but the star of the show here is really Sargak as well, because he's amazing in anti-air. People who are running him in anti-air with Ghan, those lineups go crazy. If you have units like a Ajax to pair that with, and also like a Kaide, those are just really good units to deal with anti-air. Very unorthodox methods, but yeah, Sargak absolutely deletes units in anti-air. And that's going to be because of his talent, which I already talked briefly about. If the target is already inflicted with bleed, he ignores 50% of their defense. Onto his basic attack, 100% damage to one enemy, prioritizing airborne units. And then first passive increases attack speed by 6 for every 1% HP loss, and he has this at max 10 attack speed for every 1% HP loss, and the effect of specialized attack speed is stronger when the HP is low, so we don't know exactly what the numbers are on this, but Sargak hits like a machine gun if you've seen him in GVG, for example. And then second passive, when the target's HP is below 40%, increases the hero's damage by 10. This goes up to 20%, and the HP threshold goes up to 50 as well. If the target is already inflicted with bleed, his normal hits, I think that's his normal hits, Blood Spear, will inflict immobilized state upon them for 2 seconds, and this can be triggered once every 5 seconds. So some form of control there, not super like crazy, but I think the crazy part is this, because it synergizes very well with his chaotic kit, and also the fact that he has 50% defense ignore. And then his ultimate, when triggered, reduces 10% of current HP per second, reduces his defense, but increases attack by up to 45% at max level, and each attack lands 2 consecutive strikes instead, and this lasts for 20 seconds. So this is what brings his entire kit together. With the HP loss and the extra attack speed, this guy is just going to be shredding stuff. He's even better at Silas actually in anti-air arena if you build him well and if you use him with a gun as the Lord. And stats wise it's not crazy, but given that he's a chaotic unit, he gets away with it because he just straight up gets a 80% attack boost, you know, from being a chaotic unit, and also the okay, so it's 60% extra damage and 20% extra attack. His awakenings are great as well. It does make a big difference, especially if we're talking about GVG. So this one is extra attack, very nice. Flat attack, nice on the unit with very crappy stats. A3 is where he really shines in GVG because all the demon soldiers are regarded as elites or bosses. Same with the later mobs in anti-air as well as single target, so it'd be really nice to snipe one copy of him because I want to get rid of Valeria in my single target team. Crit rate makes him easier to build, and A5 is the juicy bit. When any unit in his range dies, increases attack by 1%, and this is capped at 20, which just allows him to go nuts because that's just a flat out 20% attack increase, which not many units have at A5. So Sargak, all in all, great awakenings, great unit. It's just gonna be a bit of a bummer if, let's say, you're near Lord PD and you already have Ghan. You probably don't want to pop your PD on him because many people are in anticipation of the upcoming banners when the patch hits. Maybe you'll get a Praetor's Ingrid banner again, or even a new Nightmare Lord, which people have been waiting for a long time for. So that's probably one of the reasons why people might hold back on this one. But if you don't have Ghan, you don't have Sargak, I think you should go for it. Especially if you're missing a chaotic lot to do some really fun stuff in Arena, or be it in Codex or GVG as well. Ghan awakenings are not great. The best one is A2 in my opinion because he just gives his faction units extra damage. The whole reason why you don't want Ghan at higher awakening is that it's a defense damage scaling unit, and these units have really bad scaling. I don't know how the defense scaling works, but they basically do no damage, even though he has crazy multipliers like this one. 1000% AoE damage to a maximum of 10 enemies ahead. And then, yeah, this is his ultimate, getting extra range. So yeah, that's gonna be it for the video. In conclusion, if you don't have Ghan or Sargak, probably a worth it banner to summon for, especially if you have units like Lugaru, Ardea that are, you know, missing their chaotic lord. If you have Valderon and you don't have don't have Ghan, still a very worthwhile unit to go for. And if you already have Sargak, then go nuts on it because the awakenings are really neat. But if you're a free-to-play player, then maybe it's worth to, you know, hold out for Praetor's banner, which Praetor's as a unit just, you know, one man solos the entire show. There's no other unit in the game that can really do that. So yeah, that's gonna be it for the video. Good luck if you're summoning later on, and let me know if you guys summon anything good after, you know, watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.